Welcome to the Bare Metal CyberCI SSP Prepcast. This series helps you prepare for the ISC Squared CISSP exam with focused explanations and practical context. In this episode, we are covering ownership and stewardship responsibilities, two essential roles that form the backbone of data governance and security management. When we think about cybersecurity, we often focus on controls, systems, and technologies. But behind every control is a person, and behind every data decision is an assigned role with defined accountability. Ownership and stewardship ensure that your organization's data is not only protected, but also governed and managed with clarity, consistency, and compliance. These responsibilities are not just theoretical, they are practical assignments that support your organization's ability to classify data, approve access, track usage, respond to incidents, and remain compliant with internal policies and external regulations. Without clearly assigned ownership and stewardship, data governance becomes fragmented, accountability becomes vague, and security risks increase. Let us start by understanding what we mean by data ownership. Data ownership refers to the designation of responsibility and accountability for specific information assets. A data owner is the individual or role charged with making key decisions about how a particular dataset is accessed, used, secured, and retained. These individuals are accountable for the full life cycle of the data they own. Data owners typically define how data should be classified, who is authorized to access it, and what protections are necessary to ensure confidentiality, integrity, and availability. They also define business rules that govern data usage, approve or deny access requests, and ensure compliance with legal, regulatory, and contractual obligations. Importantly, data ownership does not mean the owner must perform all tasks personally. Rather, it means they have the authority to set expectations and the responsibility to ensure those expectations are met. Data owners are usually business leaders or department heads who understand the value of the data within their area, such as human resources directors for employee records, or finance executives for budget data. Clear data ownership improves accountability. When incidents happen or questions arise, it is clear who is responsible for responding. Ownership also enhances governance by ensuring that data decisions are aligned with business goals and security policies. Without assigned ownership, decisions about access, retention, and classification may be inconsistent or delayed, increasing both risk and inefficiency. Now let us explore the role of the data steward. While the data owner sets direction and policy, the data steward is responsible for execution and oversight of daily data practices. Data stewards apply the policies and standards defined by the owner. They serve as the hands-on roles, ensuring that data is labeled correctly, stored securely, and handled in accordance with defined guidelines. Stewards are typically more operational than owners. They work within departments or teams to maintain data quality, track access permissions, support audits, and implement classification requirements. They help ensure that data definitions are consistent, that metadata is properly maintained, and that data handling complies with internal policies and external regulations. The data steward is a critical link between policy and practice. They work closely with information technology teams, cybersecurity professionals, compliance officers, and legal departments to ensure that the owner's directives are not just well documented, but actually followed. They are the eyes and ears of the data governance program, often identifying issues, suggesting improvements, and supporting incident response. Effective stewardship results in cleaner data, reduced risk of errors, stronger compliance, and better informed decision-making. By ensuring the policies created at the ownership level are carried out accurately and consistently, stewards make data governance work in practice. Let us now talk about how organizations can define and document these roles effectively. It begins with clear role descriptions. Every information asset should have an assigned owner and one or more stewards. These assignments should be documented in policy and tracked in your organization's data governance system. Documentation should include the specific responsibilities of each role. For owners, this might include approving classification levels, reviewing access logs, or signing off on retention schedules. For stewards, it might include monitoring data quality metrics, tagging files, or participating in privacy impact assessments. Defining these roles helps streamline decision-making. It avoids confusion over who can approve access, who is accountable for compliance, and who must respond during an audit or breach. Clear roles prevent overlap and finger-pointing, improving both efficiency and accountability. These roles must be reviewed regularly as the organization evolves through restructuring, new applications, or regulatory changes. Ownership and stewardship roles may need to shift. A regular review process ensures that data responsibilities remain aligned with reality. Training is essential. Both owners and stewards must understand what is expected of them. They must understand the scope of their authority, the tools they need to use, the policies they must enforce, and the risks they are helping to manage. Without proper training, even well-documented rules will fail in practice. For more cyber-related content and books, please check out cyberauthor.me. You'll find bestseller books, training tools, and resources tailored specifically for cybersecurity professionals. Also, check out more learning opportunities at baremetalcyber.com. Now let us focus on collaboration and communication. Data governance is not a siloed activity. Owners and stewards must work together, and they must also engage with other teams to manage data holistically. This includes security, IT operations, compliance, legal, finance, and business leadership. Regular meetings or working groups can help maintain alignment. These meetings allow teams to share updates on access control trends, policy updates, audit findings, and incidents. Cross-functional participation ensures that data decisions reflect technical, legal, and business perspectives. Incident response planning must also include data ownership and stewardship roles. When a breach occurs, data owners must be able to identify the data affected, evaluate the risk, and support containment and reporting. Data stewards may be needed to review logs, verify classification, or assist with remediation. Communication is especially important when dealing with change. New systems, new regulations, and new business models all affect how data is managed. Owners and stewards must be kept informed so they can adjust policies and practices accordingly. Internal communication strategies, including newsletters, portals, and collaboration platforms, support this effort. Now, let us talk about continuous improvement. Just like any other governance function, ownership and stewardship must be evaluated over time. Are roles clearly defined? Are responsibilities understood? Are decisions being made quickly and accurately? Are incidents being handled correctly? These are the kinds of questions organizations must ask during periodic reviews. Audits, assessments, and post-incident reports offer valuable insight. If a compliance audit reveals inconsistent access controls, that might point to unclear ownership. If an incident shows that data was mislabeled or mishandled, stewardship processes may need to be strengthened. Feedback loops are essential. Owners and stewards should be encouraged to share their experiences, suggest improvements, and raise concerns. Their input can help refine policies, improve tools, and streamline workflows. Training must be updated regularly as responsibilities evolve, as threats change, and as tools are upgraded. Both owners and stewards need fresh training. They need to stay current on legal requirements, best practices, and new procedures. Fostering a culture of continuous improvement ensures that data governance keeps pace with organizational needs. This culture supports security, improves decision-making, and ensures resilience. When ownership and stewardship are taken seriously, the organization can navigate complexity, minimize risk, and maximize the value of its information assets. Thank you for tuning in to the CISSP Prepcast by Bare Metal Cyber. Visit baremetalcyber.com for additional episodes, comprehensive CISSP study materials, and personalized certification support. Enhance your understanding of ownership and stewardship responsibilities, and will guide you consistently towards CISSP certification success.